नमस्कार, नेशनल खबर पे आपका स्वागत है। मैं हूं श्वेता रंजन और आज हमारे साथ जुड़ने वाले हैं यंग इंडिया सीरीज के तहत सुमंत मंजुनाथ, जाने माने वायलिनिस्ट मैसूर मंजुनाथ के पुत्र हैं और म्यूजिक इंडस्ट्री में, शास्त्रीय संगीत के इंडस्ट्री में ये खूब नाम कमा रहे हैं। सो इनसे आज बातचीत होगी, जानेंगे कि कैसे इनका इंटरेक्शन हुआ संगीत के साथ और फिर वो आगे किस तरह अपना सफर तय करने की आशा रखते हैं, क्या नया कर रहे हैं आजकल वो। तो सुमंत का मैं स्वागत करना चाहूंगी कार्यक्रम में। वेलकम टू द शो सुमंत।
Namaste ji, namaste.
हाउ आर यू?
Thank you so much. I'm doing very well, and I'm so happy to be part of this wonderful program. And
Fine, it's so nice to have you here. So, Sumanth, how did your first interaction with music happen as far as you can recall? Because music was there in your family always. But then, what is the farthest of the memory that you have?
for me, as you said, ji, we were brought up always in a musical environment where music and classical music was so much played everywhere and so much cherished and so much of importance given to it, given to it. And it was like for us to the from the day till the night, you know, anywhere from we will be, put for listening to music from many sources. Everybody will be practicing in the house. My father and my uncle, who are my gurus, and also my grandfather, who is
Of course,
who was the one who is like
trained.
a godfather for everyone. He was the one who brought music to a family, and he taught me for 10 years. First 10 years, he was my guru in violin and also a little bit of vocal.
Grandfather? Your grandfather?
My grandfather, his name is Mahadev Appa,
No, no, I know
and
that. He
yes,
was your first guru?
he was my first guru. He taught
Okay.
me for 10, 12 years.
Wow.
From So, as my dad and my uncle, they were traveling like for concerts. They were barely home. They were barely home. So, it was rare for me to just to see them home because they were traveling a lot. And grandpa, made sure that I practiced well and practiced for a long duration of time with his uh, eyes under his eyes.
Right. So,
So
out of
and to coming to that, we were, I was so much fortunate, to be witnessing the live concerts from the
right.
stage as an audience when my father and my uncle took me to their concerts. I was so much blessed to, just to see the miracle happen, the musical miracle, musical interactions being going on stage from the, artist to the audience and from the audience to the artist, and all the love and blessings that, my father and my uncle got from the people from time to time. It made me, it made me like so much inspired and so much into music and performing, and taking up violin and practicing violin like hardcore, and also listening to all of my live concerts, lucky concerts and lucky days of mine when I sit on the stage and see them perform. So this was the major things which brought me so closer to music.
So, when you first time when you shared the stage with your father, you were, I think, barely 9 years old, right?
I was, and my first concert was with my grandfather
Oh,
and my cousin. She's my uncle's daughter.
okay.
So it was our first concert. I was 9 years old. My grandfather, who was the one who taught us from the first, and later on we were, my uncle and my father taught me. But that day it was so memorable, and it was so, as it was the first experience of me performing on stage, and that too with my guru, grandfather, and my sister Kruti. It was such a amazing time for me to be being part of a concert which I could be playing with my grandfather.
Wow, nice. So you remember what you played that day?
I still remember my grandfather. He made me practice. He made me practice a raga called Hamsadvani.
Hamsa Dhwani. Wow.
Hamsadvani. So and I he made me play raga alap, and 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 a composition in raga Hamsadvani, and I still remember all of those lines, all of us playing from a composition. It's still
So, Sumanth, can we have a glimpse of what you played that day? You must have fine-tuned it by now, but definitely
I,
Hamsa Dhwani from coming from Sumanth Manjunath. Yeah.
thank you, Ji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sumanth. It was really nice, so nice. So, how did you manage this with your studies?
um, of course, for to be in the house, for our first priority, and first, um, what to say, make it, like a passion and a special interest was towards music. But it has always been, and it has been ever since when I, used to witness my father and my uncle perform on stage. So,
Right.
and also to manage the studies, we were, you know, and the homeworks and everything also we were kind of managing. It was not that big of a problem, but to practice more in the day was our main goal. And anything like playing, for instance, or any extracurricular activity, it is consuming time was never our priority. They were all cut off, and us playing was, it was there, but not that much, not that much. But we
But
were playing. We were
I,
playing violin. We were
but
playing violin.
I believe academically also you were very much inclined because your father has studied so much, and you must be also on the same path.
I'm also now doing B music in Mysore University. A degree in music, which is also I have taken three subjects there, and also one of the subject is me singing, which is vocal music. So and also to pursue in, especially in the same field, in as a educational field is also very important. But back then for us, when we were in school, there were so much of other languages than the music was just a special class thing which happened like once one class in the whole week in our school time. But as those time were remembered by me, was just practicing with my grandfather and doing less of homework but studying. So this was how my childhood went.
So, has it ever come to you on you as a burden because your family has seen your grandfather, then your uncle, your father? So, on you, has it ever come as a pressure?
It has always been such a blessing for me just to look at music and look into music, and that has kept me and kept probably especially me, um, not to stress, to take things as sometimes they lead, and especially just how music could lead us, of course, always. So it has probably, let's say, very very less as a stress
Yeah.
to me. It has never been, never been.
But then people compare you with you and your father.
For me, they have already established, like I'm probably like just 3 or 2% of what they play or what they are might be. So for them, for me to always to be compared with them, just as a comparative thing, is also a blessing, just to be compared with them. So that has always been a challenge for me, and also that makes us sit and practice, and to get inspired from what they play and how they play.
Right. So, do you think the life of a musician, what you're seeing, you have seen your family into it, now you are yourself practicing it, the same profession. So, how difficult is the life of a musician? What do you think, basically?
um, Life of a musician is, it's always peaceful, because we are always in thought process of music itself. But sometimes, especially in these corona times, we we are so much of um, we have so much of energy to give to the audience and take from the audience by performing, and we are missing the performance and us interacting with our fellow musicians and having the awesome blessed time on stage. And those are all the times that we miss when these national crisis happen, international crisis happen. So, and
No, but
also
yeah, life of a musician is peaceful, but it is not an easy task also to be a
it is,
musician.
it is for but to be named as a musician, so much of practice, so much of work, so much of listening, so much of observing from other styles, and so much of getting inspiration from all of the generation of the classical music, and especially our classical music, which is so much old, and so much of improvisational content in it. Uh, Everyone sings in different styles, everyone plays in different styles, even taking the same raga, even taking certain legends who are of a same guru, and so much of styles and so much of wonderful styles for us to get inspired, and also putting more work to practice and more to listening. It's always hard work, and then also
Exactly.
fruit from the audience and from all the lessons that we get.
So, what next musically is coming from you now for the viewers?
See, I'm so happy that you asked, and we are working on a very unique project, a project which connects um, classical music to nature. Um, so, and the audio thing is everything is being probably finalized uh, within 2 weeks, and within 2 weeks a unique project called Resonance is coming out, and I need all of your blessings and all of your love, and that I'll be playing Raga Brindavan Saranga in that, which is Brindavan for Hindustani music. So that is coming up for sure. And,
So now, what you're going
there
to,
are
which raga you're going to play for the viewers?
now
Yeah, yeah, now.
now I will I would like to play a little bit of Chakravaka.
Chakravata, very nice.
Chakravaka, which is Ahir Bhairav for
Right, right.
Hindustan.
ब्रिलियंट सुमंत, वेरी नाइस। सो आज के इस एपिसोड में बस इतना ही। फिर मिलती हूँ आपसे एक नए कलाकार के साथ या नई खबरों के साथ। जुड़े रहिए हमारे साथ नेशनल खबर के साथ। धन्यवाद।